Live it, breathe it, love it. All sports, double coverage.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the great man, Saucy. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Very good, and good to be back for another episode. And look, a bit light on things. There's still been a lot happening. Obviously, AFL season's wrapped up. Still a lot going on in the trade. A lot going on in the trade period. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And the F1 heating up, Doma. Georgie Russell gets the chocolates this week.
Not without some controversy at McLaren.
Correct. Controversy. There's a bit to talk about. And, of course, Hobby Talk. Definitely stick around for that. The time has come with the all and mighty Fanatics. Mr. Rubin has finally attained the license to now make licensed trading cards. There's obviously got the Topps 2025 release. I believe with Cooper flag on the front. Boxes already sold out on Topps site a few days ago. I think that were about $170 a box. Guaranteed one auto or relic a box. I'll be interested to see when they rip a case how many actual boxes are autos, how many boxes are relics, because obviously the relics are a lot cheaper to produce than the autos. But what does that mean? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, Doma. We'll have a bit of a discussion. And I've got some other things to look at in Hobby Talk, so stick around, ladies and gentlemen.
We definitely will, Saucy. We'll start with the AFL very quickly, just run through some of their trade news that has happened. We've had Saints go to get Sam Flanders. They're absolutely signing everyone at the moment. They're going to get they're going to trade pick 7 for him. So Gold Coast will get pick 7, it looks like, out of this, which is huge for them. And Sam Flanders will just join a host of players going to the Saints for 2026, which is a huge one.
Apparently he was going to Essendon at one point. I laughed at that.
No. Draper is Brisbane bound as well. He signed with Brisbane. Mychek joins the D's, which is a massive one. So the Pies lose a forward. What else we got? We have the Big O, Oscar McInerney, retiring, which was big news. Here he is. Let me just bring this up. It'll be easy if I bring it up. The Warpedo joins the Cats. Here we go. Fiorini to sign with the Dons.
Didn't happen.
It didn't.
Did it?
He's chosen to sign with
there we go. Today. Fiorini. Oh, okay. You said Flanders before. I got the
no. Yeah. So there you go. He just obviously doesn't like winning, so he's left the Gold Coast Suns. Here he goes. Carlton receives Liam Reedy, pick 53 and pick 71, and Freo gets pick 50 and pick 68. So lock in a bit of a ruck replacement for De Koning. Then we had Malcolm Rosas Jr. off to Sydney, this is a good pickup in my opinion for the Swans. They need another good small forward who can also do some time around the ground. So they pick him up and pick 62, and they sent through 51 and 69. Good pickup there. The Pies look like they might be trying to get Clayton Oliver, you can have him and all the problems that come with him, mate. So good luck to you. That's pretty much it, I think, Sauce. That's happening around the grounds.
Yep,
So,
good wrap up, mate. Good wrap up, and there'll be a little bit more. When does the trade period end? Do you know, Doma?
Not sure. Off the top of my head. Let's have a look.
Fact check it for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
October 15.
There you go. So
Started yesterday and finishes next week.
So we'll be on
Friday next
Wednesday, the 15th.
Yeah. There you go. Very nice. Also, just North Melbourne will not be going for defenders. That was announced today by Brady Rawlings. He's happy to stick with Griff and Aiden Call. Yep. Yes. Yep. So, and obviously Charlie Spargo joined North. That was another one. But anyway, yep, they're happy with the development of our defenders, apparently. They're happy with us copping 100-point losses by the looks of things. So, anyway, they see something. They see something I don't see. So, anyway, I personally, as a North Melbourne supporter, think we should go get Liam Jones, who got delisted by the Dogs. I think he'd be a great pickup for North Melbourne, in my opinion. But I'm not a list manager Sauce, so can't do shit. All right, that's it for the trades. Obviously, Christian Petrarca announced that he wants to go to the Suns, so they're going to try and get that done as well. And the Suns are also looking to get Hugo Hagen. So the Suns are just trying to get absolutely every player under the sun.
A few on the way out at the Suns, a few on the way in. Look, if they do get some improvement in the Suns, they've made the finals. They won a final this season. So anything's possible, really.
Definitely.
If they make the right moves, they've definitely got a good core in that team. So Hardwick knows how to coach. That's a fact. 3-time premiership coach. So in recent era. So yeah, look, big trade period coming up, and we'll review most of those next week's show. We'll see. I'm not sure exactly when the cutoff is, if it's Wednesday afternoon or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see what's transpired when we review next week.
Definitely, Sauce. All right, mate, let's get on to the EPL. I'm going to throw it to you for some EPL news.
I've got it ready, mate. Don't you worry about that. We got EPL Premier League fixtures gone past over the weekend. You had AFC Bournemouth defeating Fulham 3-1. Leeds defeated by Tottenham 2-1. Arsenal defeats West Ham 2-0. United defeats Sunderland 2-0. Chelsea defeats Liverpool 2-1. Aston Villa defeats Burnley 2-1. Everton defeats Crystal Palace 2-1. Newcastle defeats Nottingham Forest 2-0. Wolverhampton and Brighton Hove Albion draw 1-1. And Brentford is defeated by Manchester City 1-0. Doma, massive. And the games over the weekend.
I think next week.
I was going to say, that's why I was going to go next. The next games are on the 18th, so we won't go over those. We'll go over those in the following podcast, just due to a international break. But what I will do is review the table, Doma, and we've got Arsenal on top with 16 points, goal difference of 11 plus 11. Then you got Liverpool in second with 15 points and a goal difference of 4. Tottenham in third with 14 points and a goal difference of 8. And then Bournemouth fourth, Manchester City fifth, Crystal Palace 6th, Chelsea 7th, Everton 8th, Sunderland 9th, and Manchester United 10th, Newcastle 11th, Brighton Hove Albion 12th. And then at the bottom, you got Wolverhampton Wanderers, West Ham and Burnley, and Nottingham Forest in the bottom 4. that rounds out the table. I just missed a few in the middle there because, there's no point going through them all. Doma, did you see your game against Sunderland? Did you watch it? Or were you
I
busy
watched
on
the
the weekend?
highlights. I was busy on the
Watched the
weekend, but I
highlights.
watched the
Yep.
highlights. We looked okay. I just can't tell with this team. I don't know. They're going to be the death of me, I tell you, if they aren't already. But we'll take the break and we'll come back against Liverpool after the break and we'll see what happens there.
True
That's all I'm
test.
saying. Yeah.
Is that at Anfield? Old Trafford.
I'm not sure.
We can check that for you. Sure of that.
But I just
Anfield.
want to
Monday morning.
I just want to go back.
October.
I just want to go back to what I said last week about Nottingham Forest. All right, when we spoke about Ange Postecoglou. You got to just take my word for gospel on it. I said last week we should be talking about him trying to stay in the Premier League. Let's not talk about him getting an extension. And I don't know if you saw the reports in the last week since he lost that game, that there's a lot of pressure on him. And they say, give him time. It's not looking good for him. As much as I don't want to see him fail, because I do like him, it's not looking good. And when the owner has so much influence on that club, you're talking about an owner that went to a guy that helped them finish in the top 6 last year, and he booted him out because he had a disagreement with him. Like, that's the type of guy you're dealing with. And he's lost what? He's lost 6 in a row? Oh no, hasn't had a win in 6 games or 7 games or whatever the hell it is. Something stupid. Anyway, I feel sorry for him. But, yeah. What are you going to do?
We spoke about it. I think he has to change his tactics,
He's got to do something, Saucy.
He's got to change something up.
He's got to do it quickly.
Because, they look pretty putrid in attack. Well, they looked decent last year. You know, they troubled teams and they created chances. So, yeah, look, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. Doma for Big Ange. But, looking good for my boys, Arsenal. And thank you very much, Chelsea, getting the job done there over Liverpool. That's what we need. We need some teams, taking some points off them. And obviously Manchester City and Tottenham are right there as well. So tied at the moment, 7 games in, Doma. What is it, a total of 38 games in the season, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Played. So 31 more games to go. Plenty of season left to play out. And we'll look at the next round of fixtures next week.
Beautiful.
Going into the following week.
All right, mate. You know what time it is. It's time for some F1. And it was at the Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore. And Georgie Russell goes back-to-back winning this race from last year to this year. Finishes on top. And lo and behold, who's in second spot? Max Verstappen. So he just makes up some more points. 6 on Piastri, 3 on Norris. Norris in 3rd, Piastri in 4th, Antonelli, the Italian stallion, in 5th, Leclerc 6th, Alonso 7th, Hamilton 8th, Bam in 9th, Carlos Sainz in 10th, and then we don't care about anyone outside of the top 10. There was no DNFs, which is great source. Biggest talking point here is that Piastri felt that he was pushed off on the first corner by his teammate who overtook him. And he wanted the spot back. And like we've been saying the whole season, Source, they want Lando Norris as the number 1, mate. And Oscar Piastri, they want Lando Norris as number 1, and they'll do whatever it takes to have Lando Norris win the World Championship. I'm just telling you. And we said that this
That's why he should have never given up the spot, because now he knows what it really feels like. So if it happens again in these next races, he should just fight it out and stuff the team's orders and battle out for the points.
But they're congratulating because they won the Constructors' Championship, World Championship already with still 6 races left. McLaren, and what's his name? Zach Brown went to congratulate Piastri, and he pulled the microphone out of his ear, mate. The radio. While they were saying, "Well done, man, you contributed to," and he just pulled it out. Doesn't want to hear from him, mate. He doesn't give a stuff about his team. He doesn't care because Sauce, realistically, yeah, it's all well and good to win the constructors, but if you've got a guy that's on top by a mile, don't you just want to secure him winning the championship? You're showing favourability to the guy that's like 40 points behind you. Does that make any sense?
It doesn't.
It could come down to, as we said, Sauce, this crap, this infighting bullshit could cause a DNF in a couple of these last races. And I'm telling you, we could get to the very last race and Max Verstappen would just be sitting there going, oh, all I need to do is win. And I'll win the championship. And you two clowns and your team have been carrying on like little babies for a whole year. And all I care about is winning races. And I'll show you why I'm going to become the 5-time world champ and stick it up here.
It would be big, Noah. It would be absolutely massive. And I just actually want to see what the you know what I'm checking here, Noah, don't you?
The points.
Yeah, no, not the points.
So I'll just give you the points quickly. It's 63 points between Verstappen and Norris. And it is only 41 points between 41 points between Verstappen and Norris, and 63 behind Piastri. So all it takes is one DNF Sauce and Max to win, and all of a sudden he's less than a race behind Norris and a race and a half behind Piastri. That's all I'm saying. One DNF, one clown move, and I'm telling you, one clown move and the season's over.
It could be worth a little cheeky stake. Gamble responsibly, obviously. Piastri is still the favourite at $1.44 odds. Lando Norris is behind him at $3.50, and Verstappen is at $7.25.
Oh, that is just juicy odds if you ask
Gamble
me.
responsibly, but
It
is juicy. As Thomas mentioned, he said
juicy.
one DNF.
It's all over.
And it could be all over.
If there's a DNF, and the DNF is going to come between those two guys crashing each other out, I'm telling you. One DNF and it is finished, Saucy. It's done. It's done. He's going to win. we might be talking about him not even having to beat Schumacher and Hamilton. I'm getting to that point. That's how good this guy is.
If he comes back from here, from how far he was behind at one point,
he's just driving like him.
It'd be one of the greatest. It'd be one of the greatest wins.
Did you see the defending the last 20 laps?
I only watched a portion of the race. I think
Lando got under a second behind Max for like the last 15, 20 laps and had DRS. And Max defended him for 20 laps and beat him. Like, you just got to go watch the second half of the race. You want to see a masterclass. You want to see, Sauce, what separates a world champion from a nobody. Go watch that. Because Lando Norris, unfortunately, he's a nobody until he wins. He's a nobody. And you compare a world it was literally apples and oranges, Sauce.
It's a big call.
He's a nobody.
That's not a big call. It's not a big call at all. You're
Mate,
right.
Max Verstappen, you can argue if Max Verstappen wins another title, he'll go down already. There's top 3 best races behind Hamilton and Schumacher of all time.
Fair point. Yep.
So until he wins a world championship, he's a nobody. And Max Verstappen in what's meant to be an inferior car to McLaren Just go watch it.
They've definitely made some quality tweaks to that car in this second half of this season because they've picked up tremendous speed.
I'll see if I can find the image they posted. I'm pretty sure it's 15 laps. All it is just red times. All it is red times and defending by Max. I'll see if I can find the image. I'm pretty sure F1 posted it. It was cooked. Here it is. How many laps was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lap source. Have a look at this. Look at this defending by one of the GOATs. Look at this defending.
Fastest driver. Look at that comment.
He had, and Norris had fresher tyres as well. Have a look at this. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is ridiculous. There you go. Look, F1 gasm. That is the perfect comment. Fastest car versus the fastest driver.
That's what I said.
What's it, John? Anyway.
Yeah, I read that comment. I said that was a good comment. Yeah.
Anyway,
but
that's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dom is saying if you didn't view the race and you got an opportunity to go watch the replay, just skip to about what would you say?
Lap 36. Just go to lap 37.
There you go.
36. That's it. Don't even watch anything else. Watch the first lap where Norris pushes Piastri wide to take the spot.
3 laps and then skip to 36.
Yeah, then listen to all the complaining, for the first 3 laps, like you said, and then just go skip 33 laps, mate. And just go watch an absolute masterclass. Just goat things, Sauce, as they say. Goat things.
I was just going to say, once again, I'll just put this out there before we move on. Is there a race this week, Doma, before we move on?
There's no race.
No races.
Next one is the United States Grand Prix. It's on the 20th of...
That's not the Miami one, is it? Or is that...
No, that's already happened. It'll be Texas, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And that'll be the same morning as United versus Liverpool as well.
Righto.
That's a big morning.
Verstappen, $7.25. It could be worth a little cheeky $25. Gamble responsibly, ladies and gentlemen.
I've got a cheeky bonus bet sitting in my account.
Oh, there you go, Dom. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it because, as you mentioned, one DNF goes 2 and Verstappen wins that race.
I'm throwing it on right now, Sauce. Right as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Where is it? I'll put my money where my mouth is. Search F1.
Drivers' Championship, it's called. The market.
Oh, no, I don't know if they've got a...
Yeah, they'd have it there. You just got to go into motorsports and somewhere along there in all the sports markets.
Motorsports. Upcoming World F1 Championship.
Correct.
Formula One Futures.
Yep.
Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen, $750.
Oh, it's even better than what I'm quoting.
Bonus bet, $50 bonus bet.
Oh, Tommy, you're gonna clean up. Come on.
I don't give a shit. Here it is. Ready? Place bet. Confirm bet.
Put it on. Gamble responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. Gamble responsibly. I'm cheering for. I'm gonna put something on this myself. I am going to put something.
Oh, it says it has to be split.
How many races are left, Tomo? How many races are left? 6 races left. And how many points behind is Verstappen from? Did we say?
63 from Piastri, 41 from Lando.
Okay. You get 25 for winning a race.
Yeah. So if he finishes first in all 6 races, it's plus 42 on both of them. So he'll be in front of Lando by a point, and he'll lose by 21 to Piastri. But if Piastri crashes out one race, he loses the World Championship.
No, he just has to finish outside the points.
Yeah, well, that's if Piastri finishes second in all the races. If he finishes third, then it's plus 10, and he loses. Oh, he'll still win by 3 points. But I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, Source. Just gamble responsibly. I'm going to work out this bonus pieces. I have to split it first. I don't want to
it's
split
all right.
no
You can split
bonus
it.
bet.
You can split it and then put half on it again, and then put the other half straight on the same market. They will let you do that.
Done. All right, so let's get to some NFL gamble responsibly. As once again, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we had 49ers at Rams. They defeated them 26-23. Vikings defeated the Browns 21-17. The Texans absolutely whooped the Ravens 44-10.
No Lamar, no Ravens. That's
Whipped
pretty much
their butt.
They got to try and hold it
Dolphins.
together till he gets back.
Yeah, they're cooked. Dolphins without Tyreek Hill lose to the Panthers 24-27. Raiders lose to the Colts 40-6. They got absolutely belted. Colts are 4-1, so it's looking pretty good so far.
No, we're looking all right. Daniel Jones, I don't know what's going on. They just pulled him out and he's
couldn't make a TD at the New York Giants to save his life. The Giants 14 lose to the Saints 26. Both teams 1-4 now. Cowboys defeat the Jets 37-22. The Broncos defeat the Eagles, which is a big win for them, 21-17. Titans beat the Cardinals 22-21. Buccaneers defeat the Seahawks 38-35. Lions smash the Bengals 37-24. Commanders 27-10 over the Chargers. The Patriots give the Bills their first loss. The Bills Mafia, they lose 23-20. The Chiefs lose to the Jags 28-31, which was today. That is a big loss for them. They go to 2-3. So not looking good.
They got in front late in that game, and just Chiefs defense is just shocking. They can't make a stop. They got in front in the last minute 40, I think it was. And they couldn't hold it on. And they went the length of the field and scored the touchdown. Need to score the TD as well because they were up by 4. Was Kansas. So the Jags needed the TD to get in front, and they got it done. Trevor Lawrence.
It's coming into a bit of form, is he? Trevor Lawrence. I got to sit down and watch some highlights. Red Zone is still the greatest thing of all time on Monday morning when you wake up. It's so good. Just it's elite. Let's get to yes, go.
Go on. I was going to say quick glaze over the NFL. What games this week?
Yes, that's what I was about to do. We've got the Friday game is Eagles at Giants. Then Monday here, that is, which is Sunday night football. We've got Broncos at Jets. Broncos versus Jets. I think that's an overseas game. I think you mentioned.
Anytime it's like it's like a midnight start.
It's 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, generally overseas.
We've got Rams at Ravens. They could lose again, the Ravens. Cowboys at Panthers. Cardinals at Colts. Seahawks at Jags. Chargers at Dolphins. Browns at Steelers. Patriots at Saints. Titans at Raiders. 49ers at Buccaneers. Both 4-1 there. That'll be a cracker game. Bengals at Packers. Lions at Chiefs. The Chiefs could be 2-4. Bills at Falcons. And Bears at Commanders. Bye teams are Texans and Viking Source this week. Hello, Magda. Welcome. Good to have you in.
Mate.
You're a legend. All right, Saucy, I'm going to throw to you because UFC
over the weekend, 320.
Oh
it was massive, Doma. If you don't know, now you know. I'm sure everyone's seen the highlights. Ankalaev versus Pereira, number 2. Ankalaev obviously got the shock win last time. Not too many people predicted that. But this time, Chama was ready, and he gets the KO in the first round with the knockout. Not sure if you've seen it. Dom got him with the nice right hand, and then just the ground and pound, the elbows. It was vicious. Broke his foot, Pereira, so you have a bit of recovering time with that. But he gains the belt back at light heavyweight. And he was the underdog. He was the underdog, Doma. Can't believe it. Chalmers back. Then you had the co-main event, Murab defeating Corey Sandhagen. That was an absolute demolition. And then this was a cracking fight. Yuri Borzaka against Khalil Roundtree Jr. Gets the KO in the third round. There was vicious shots left, right, and center throughout this fight, and then Yuri gets the big KO in the third. It was a clean, like it was one of those KOs where the guy got knocked down, he just fell to full face planted.
Yeah, he destroyed it.
It was nasty. But go check it out if you haven't seen it. Then we had Yusuf Zalal defeating Josh Emmett with a submission in round 1. That's a big win for the number 9 rank over the number 8 rank. So, and convincing fashion with the first round stoppage. And then you had Joe Pfeiffer defeating Abbas Magomedov with a submission in round 2. Then you had the prelim fights. Atiba Couture defeating Trinson Vines with a KO in the first round. Daniel Santos defeating Jusang Yu with a KO in the second round. Pachimix defeated by Jakub Witzlex with a decision over the 3 rounds. And then Edmund Shabazian defeating Andre Munez with a KO in the first round. I won't go through the early prelims, but what we do have is we do have an event this week. Charles Oliveira against Matthias Gamrot. Number 4 versus number 8 light heavyweight bout. It kicks off main card from 10 a.m. this Sunday. The 12th
it is in
of
Brazil.
October.
I've seen that there. Because as soon as you see another Brazilian on the undercard, the co-main event,
Rio de Janeiro, there it is up there. Divison Figueroa against Montel Jackson. That will be a good fight.
Vicente Luque as well.
It's a good card. Vicente Luque, yes. Joel Alvarez. Jonta Diniz against Mario Pinto. Ricardo Ramos against Khan Offley, the Aussie. Lucas Almeida against Mikael Ashwell.
That's awesome.
The prelims keeps going down, ladies and gentlemen. The prelims kick off from 7 a.m. and the main card from 10 a.m. UFC Fight Night, Oliveira versus Gamrot. That's a cracker fight night. For a non-pay-per-view, that's probably one of just about as good of a card you could have for a non-pay-per-view event. So make sure you check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an absolute belter.
How good was Pereira's celebration? He didn't just do it once. He did it 3 times on Ankalaev. He's bloody...
Yeah.
It was so good. It was the best because Ankalaev said Chalmer is dead. It was the best.
There we go, mate.
And then someone said to him, did you see someone in the post-match that goes, Ankalaev said, Chalmer is dead. Is Chalmer still dead? And then Pereira just looks at the camera and he goes, Chalmer. That's all he did. That was his response. He goes, Chalmer. That was it. But he's champ again, bro. He's champ again.
Yep.
The guy's an animal.
I reckon he's going to go heavyweight.
Might as well go try and beat Aspinall, considering John Jones just ducked him. Too scared of him.
It'd be a big fight. It'd be a massive fight.
It'd be a sick fight. Well, there's no good heavyweights outside of Aspinall to potentially beat him. I think it'd be great to have him go up. Not saying he's going to win, but
good to see Yuri get a back-to-back wins for Yuri.
Yes.
We want him on the up. He's an exciting fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch, Yuri. So
you said the fight was easy. Did you hear
it? Yeah. He was doing crazy stuff. He was throwing a fake flying knee, and then he'd fake the flying knee, come down, punch, and then spinning out. He just has a creative.
I saw the highlights of the fight. It was crazy.
He just he's looking for knockout punches on every hit.
Khalil Roundtree's no slouch either.
Khalil Roundtree has a chin, man. So to knock him out, that's big props to you. But it was a great card. UFC 320. Go watch a replay if you haven't seen the fights. But yeah, it was big, massive.
Easy. Right. After some hobby talk, Sauce, have you got anything for us? Obviously, the big Fanatics era is upon us, mate. So,
yeah, it is. We've talked about this over the time on the show a number of times. What that means, we don't know. We don't know. We're going to find out in this first 12 months. We've speculated. People have speculated what it could mean, but we're going to find out in this first 12 months. What's it going to be like? The public being access to stock, the way their stock and their box compositions are going to be, what that looks like, what their prices are going to be like, what that looks like. So it's an interesting time. It's a transition, and I think I watched a bit of a thing of, Grayson, our friend from Cherry, talking about the evolution of the. Oh, he's talking about the evolution, obviously, of people going from what they had before, Upper Deck and Fleer and all that sort of stuff into Panini, and what that looked like, and there was people, there was a bit of uncertainty. I think it's very similar, even though we sort of know what we've got with Fanatics a little bit already. It'll be interesting to see now once they've got the total domination of licensing. They've got the baseball, they've got the American football, they've got the NBA, basketball, and then the number of IPs, they've got extra IPs that they've got as well on top of that. And then the new SpongeBob SquarePants Tops is out. I'm not sure if you've seen that, Thomas. Tops Chrome SpongeBob. Look, at the end of the day, any of these big IPs are going to try maximize their IP. Look at Disney with the Lorcana. Now there's Lorcana coming out frequently. Disney cards. You got Disney. I think at one point there was Disney Chrome. So not surprised to see SpongeBob. It's been around for years and years and years and years and years. So not surprised to see SpongeBob cards out there. I'm actually.
What do you mean, Magda? Grayson was like he was having a midlife crisis. He just needs to go to Culture Kings and get back into a nice car. Fair enough. Old the G unit, hey. I'll tell you one thing about Grayson. I do miss having him always in Melbourne, because one of my favourite pastimes, and he knows this, if he hears this, it's like, I'm not talking shit about it, but one of my favourite pastimes is hanging absolute shit on Grayson. That is one of my favourite pastime hobbies. Seriously.
He knows that when we're going to go past, even when I went past in my my vlog, my national Oz national vlog, I gave him a stir. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. We like to have a bit of to and fro, but yeah, look, the transition, it's going to be interesting. I'm sort of excited that we're going to start getting some more LeBron autos hitting the market, and some other players that were sort of tucked away for years. So I'm excited with those sorts of things. I really hope that there ends up being a less fractionated hobby. I hope that they can try sign most of the players, so we can get most of the players loaded up in the sets. You can get a mix of veterans and rookies and all that in terms of sports, and then in terms of other cards, as we mentioned, Disney top SpongeBob. I'm sure they'll do other collaborations with other shows and IPs that are out there to keep bringing more and more card stock and something for everyone to collect. Look, I'm not sure if there's a way that they can sort of fix their issue with the people botting the Tops site directly and pretty much taking all the stock. When I think they released directly from the top site, it was about 170 AUD a box for the Tops basketball, as I mentioned, with Cooper flag on the front. And I think now most retailers here are selling it for around $250. So it would have been handy if you could have got a couple of boxes off there. Well, maybe would have saved yourself $40-50 a box. Obviously, chuck it into your ship my cards or get it shipped wherever you use your US mailbox. Would have been handy. Would have saved yourself a little bit of money. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Something we've been battling for how long, Doma, in this hobby. That sort of issue going on. So yeah, look, the transition. I'm a wait and see. I've said before, I don't think much will change. I think it will be more of the same of what we're used to. But let's see.
Magda said EPL Tops 2026. Some cards have come out of the package damaged.
Yeah, well, that's we're used to that.
Yeah, maybe Topps got to crack down on their quality control. Hold off on Topps, he reckons. Speaking of that product, here it is, just for Magda. A sucker on the package, mate. Even Song, he's not even in the league anymore.
I did see those in the local
here you go.
Games World. They were selling them. These
Cole Palmer can't even get a game for Chelsea. Generation Now insert. What is they got? Generation Now, Retro Threads, Pro Partnership, Full Force, and Techers. So different parallels. There's Kobe Monu. A step up are Beast Mode, Headliners, and Pro Position. This is Beast Mode, Libley King. That'd be a nice refractor. And then they said make big retail splash in the United Kingdom. They got found once every 10 packs of Chrome Kings, which honor one legend. 10 exclusive gemstone parallels as well. Another insert likely to be popular is Gold Line, an attractive design set to be found once every 28 packs. So he's Eden Hazard.
Yeah, good to see.
Most challenging inserts to find are the Premier Pools and the Diamond Rookie cards. A 10-card set of the league's top young standouts. He's Remain Essay. Other inserts, here you go. Golden Boot, Autos, Chrome King. And here is the layout. Cards per pack 10, hobby 25, packs per box 28, hobby 8. So it's already out. Like Saucy said, he's seen some out in the wild at Games World. So do you want to see some of the autos?
Yeah, good to see that it said there that you were guaranteed one auto per box. That was good to see.
Liverpool.
Hang on. If it says at least one auto per box, then okay. If it says guaranteed one auto, let's see what it says.
You can get Andre Banana.
Andre Banana. No. Andre Banana.
Banana. Anyway, checklist looks good. It does look alright.
Look for this is the hobby box. It says look for 3 autograph or relic cards per box.
He's Magda packed the diamond from a pack of the Liverpool rookie Young Gun Rio.
Sell it. Get it on the market. First to market. That's what you want.
All right, Sauce, what do you got next for us? You've always got good stuff, mate. You've probably got someone doing something a bit lemonish.
Well, we've got a few things, right? We have got a few things. All right, I just need to get this up. 1 second. All right, here we go. I'll bring this one up. This is first and foremost. Then we'll go from there. First and foremost is here he is, the assassin baby. I'm not sure if you've seen this, Tom.
Es un Snorlax VMAX.
Brandon
Yes, es todo.
Moreno, the UFC fighter.
Esta es buena.
PSA graded Pokemon cards. So you're collecting Pokemon cards. Pretty cool. We can't understand him because we don't speak Spanish. But yeah, there you go. He's showing off. So that's pretty cool to see, Domo. That
it is.
You got Brandon Moreno who's into Pokemon cards. That's interesting. And then don't worry, we've got a few more, Doma.
What do you got?
Here's one. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to get a. I am not sure at all if we will. Oh, that's what I
Get a
should have done
copyright?
before. Get a copyright, but we're going to run with it anyway.
Of course we will.
We're not really fast, but
We don't care.
this here. Hang on. This one here is. Just have a look at this. Just have a look at this, Tom. Have a look at this player. Right here. Here he goes. He runs through. He's through the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he drops it before the end zone. No! No! What are you doing? Running back Emil De Mercado. You, sir, are a... Hang on. Lemon. Every time I see one of these, every season, Doma, it's going to get a lemon. Because that should never happen. You have run 70 plus meters. Just hold the ball for another couple of steps till you get into the end zone. Why did you let go of the ball?
Because it's a lemon.
Lemon thing you will ever see, Doma. Most lemon thing you will ever see. All right, it doesn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. I've got more where that came from. Got more where that came from, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just open this one because I don't want to open them all at one time, Dom, and then we end up my computer freezing.
Also, Magda sent me the diamond card that he pack pulled.
Yes,
and he sent me an image of some of the listings that are on eBay source. Some 10 bids. One of them's 10 bids at 436 Australian. You better list this card right away.
Magda, what are you doing, mate? Get it up there. 99-cent auction. Just get it up there. You
370. Yeah, 378 or best offer as well. Mate, just go put it on an auction. This one, 400.
Make sure it ends. 7-day auction.
28 bid source, $400.
Put it on auction. Make sure you end it on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Just get ready to go ship it though to England. But that's all right, mate. For what you're going to make out of it, who gives a shit?
All right. Next one, Dom. This is one I came across. This guy, emoji cards.
Oh, this is great.
This is what he said. Have a listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Right here, the Solosis IR from Blackpool.
This is talking about how I manipulated the Solosis from Black Bolt.
From a $10 card all the way up to $65 with less than $1,000. The problem with the Pokemon TCG is that there are too many marketplaces and usually not a ton of cards listed. When I first started buying this English version, there were only like 16 copies on TCG Player. For me to buy all the English copies, it was literally less than $200. And I did the same with the Japanese copy. Didn't have a ton of listings. It was actually cheaper than the English copy. Then I went to eBay, bought a bunch of Japanese in bulk and a few English listings. Then I went to Whatnot, which had 1 or 2 copies as well. I posted the video documenting the whole thing because that's what I knew would end up blowing this up. My main video got 200,000 views. My second got 90K. And now all these people are going to try to find this card with none available. Therefore, people are going to start listing them high, and people are just going to buy them. It's simple supply and demand. A lot of you are calling this a pump and dump. I really like the card. I mostly own the Japanese version, which isn't even as expensive. I'm just showing you how easy it is for people to do this to you, just attaching a few small gags to a card, hyping it up, and buying it out. Now, I chose this card because I do think it's underrated.
All right. Anyway, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, don't always believe sometimes what you see straight away. Because people, as you mentioned, simple supply and demand. It buys up all the listings on TCG Player, buys up all the listings here and there, and then people start to look for the card because he's generated a video, got that many views on it. People list it up by it, and then the card is now going from a $4 or $5, $10 card to $50, $60 card.
60, and that'd be US, I'm assuming.
Yes, that is US because he's over in the US. This guy, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And just obviously be careful. If you really love the card and you've got to have one, I mean, by all means, go ahead, buy it. But just be careful out there because this is happening so many times. So many times you will see people talking about certain card, whether it be you know, content creators on podcasts and things like that, and then cutting a clip and then it's one thing talking about it in a long form, but then cutting it and then putting it and trying to get as many views as you can on TikTok, IG, and that generate interest onto the card. It's a bit like, I mean, how can we say? So many people in the past have done this similar sort of tactic. So just be careful. Be careful. That's all I'll say. I just wanted to show you guys that because it just proves to you how easy it is to manipulate some of.
And Pokemon's hot as at the moment too.
And Pokemon's hot as at the moment, so maybe people are
easy to
taking
get
advantage
people
of that.
caught out.
Just keep mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep mind. All right, Doma, we have a couple more things. We've obviously got this one. Most people probably seen this.
Yeah, this was pretty bad.
I'll bring it up quickly. Up in Sydney, Pokemon people broke into a pack vending machine and stole all the packs.
This was a matter
Pokemon
of time
thieves.
source. If
It was a matter of time.
You got thieves breaking into stores, and then you got these vending machines just sitting out in the open. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it just. I think yeah, it depends where these were or not. I mean, you'd hope like there's some where they're in like shopping centers, like major shopping centers. You'd hope that those ones don't, would be sort of safe. I think depending where these were, I'm not exactly sure. I can't comment. So if anyone knows, let us know. Then what did they say here? Where was it? At Wetherill Park in Sydney's West, in the early hours of the morning. Greenway Plaza. So, I mean, it was in a Greenway Plaza. So I'm guessing it was in the plaza and they're still gone inside the plaza and busted it and stolen everything. That's pretty dour, to be honest.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Lemons right there. I can pretty much give them a lemon, your lemons. And that's stealing from someone because that's someone's business they've set up, bought the machine, filled it with stock.
20 grand worth of stock, it said.
20 grand worth of stock. Yeah, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Right, that's terrible.
All right, Doma, and we have literally two more things. This one here I had prepared earlier, so we'll bring this up. This is, ladies and gentlemen, and shout out to the lady who created this, at Kath_astrophy. I've cooked that. I apologize, Kath. On IG at Kath_astrophy. Doma, what does it say?
I can't even read
Astrophy. ASTROP.
Catastrophe. It's meant to be catastrophe.
Okay. It's a play on words, and I've absolutely bamboozled it.
You bamboozled me and everyone listening. So
yeah, exactly right. I've cooked it. So go follow her on IG if you want to. I follow her, and she's post these little flyers out so people can keep up to what's going on.
Let's go to the Rip and Sip
in Victoria. So you've got 11th and 12th this weekend. If you're really keen, you can go out to Bendigo Pop Culture Expo. Then next weekend you've got the Vic Market Swap Meet Cards Edition at the Vic Market on the 19th. You've also got on the 19th the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair. You got the 25th of October, the Rip and Sip Lot.
What's the Rip and Sip Live? We might have to go and just get hammered at that and rip some boxes and give some lemons.
25th, that is a Saturday night, Rip and Sip. We'll have to look into that a little bit more, ladies and gentlemen. That may have potential as long as I don't have anything on the 25th. I'll have to double check.
I got the 26th. I got a wedding on the 26th, so
there you go.
Rock up hammered to the wedding.
Midnight Traders TCG Expo, and then the 2nd of November, Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair, which, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to that, if you can, it would be much appreciated to go to the link in the description and buy your tickets from there, because if you do, we get a bit of a kickback. The Oracle will be setting up, who, if you don't know who that is, well, you haven't been to our table at a show, or you haven't been listening to us for a long time, but it's actually Dom's cousin. So he sets up at the show, puts us name in double coverage. I potentially might be able to come to the show. I won't be able to set up at the show just because I've got events on that weekend. So I'm sort of, yep.
Rip and Sip, hosted by PG Collectibles, featuring Dally Rips, Dylan Williams TCG, Lucari Bros, and Catastrophe. And it's sponsored by the Card Hub and Palms Off Gaming.
There you go. Where is it at?
I'm having a look here. PG Collectibles, Rip and Sip Live.
Could be dangerous having beers around your cards.
In Coburg. It says. It doesn't say where. It doesn't say where.
We'll have to find out then.
123 Bakers Road, Coburg, the Gaming Arena, 7 p.m.
Oh, yeah, I think I know where that is.
Is Rip and Sip is a thing, isn't it? I thought Rip and Sip was a podcast as well. That's okay. We'll have a look at this. We'll follow all these people here, the Card Hub. Give them all a follow. This is what we do.
Yep. Check out 2nd of November, Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair, everything pop culture. We're just mentioning this one, as I said, we've got a link in the description. Buy your tickets through that link. If you want to go, no pressure on you. I'm just saying, if you are going to attend, check it out. Buy it through the link in the description. We get a little kickback off it. Helps the podcast. Much appreciated. And we won't go through the rest of the other shows because we'll talk a bit more about them coming up. But there is shows pretty much every week all the way up to the 13th of December. And then there's a bit of a cool down. But Doma also, just off the top, I believe, also before we even go on to the last topic, actually, this is the very last thing. So we're going to pretty much wrap it up after I mention this, unless you got anything. But we want to get this out there for people. If you have been living under a rock, and you haven't seen it, here it is. They've officially announced their dates. Get this off. Officially announced their dates. Mate. And that is the Collect Fest festival has announced its dates. It will be in Sydney, 14th and 15th of March. It will then be in Melbourne on the 28th, 29th of March. And then it will be in Brisbane on the 9th and 10th of May. So it's going to be an absolute belter. We're counting down. That's the 2026 of. So Doma, put it in the calendar now. Say 28th, 29th of March, Melbourne. Collect Fest. And I can say this with utmost confidence. What happened and the unfortunate events of, say, Tri Collective number 2, I don't think will be the same thing to Collect Fest. As we've looked into on this podcast before, the creators of Collect Fest are a long-standing organization company that have over 20 years they've been in operation in creating events here in Australia in the event space in a range of different genres. They kicked it out of the park last time. Let's see what they do this time. Make sure you get those dates. As I mentioned, Sydney, 14th and 15th of March, 2026. Melbourne, 28th, 29th of March, 2026. And Brisbane, 9th and 10th of May, 2026.
Week before Easter, so it's good timing, to be honest.
Yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, as we said, we are here to notify you guys all the shows. We are just... Yeah, every time I bring up these shows and we tell you guys, it gives me such joy that there's so many events for people to go in the hobby and collecting, whatever it may be, and Collect Fest, invites other different collectibles such as coins and sneakers and other things as well, toys and so on. It's just great to have these options. It's just brilliant. You can't go to one, you can go to another. You want to go to the mall, as Doma and I, if we can go and get there and we're not got anything on, we're there. But
That's
sometimes, it doesn't transpire that way. So,
we're
sometimes you can't go to the mall. It is what it is.
I think the other thing, we've set a little goal, Source and I. We're going to see how we go with our card sales and breaks and whatnot, and we're going to try and get to the South Australian show again next year.
That would be a good goal.
We might even try and get an in-person Tyson Beck podcast as well.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We've been teasing that for over 2 years, I reckon. So we probably
we're going to get it. I'll have to DM him. We've got to get him on. All right, what do we got? In stock. Here we go.
In stock, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, break number 1 has sold
out.
So we're gonna look out for the channel, which we'll be breaking that tomorrow. How's the breaking going, Global? Good, you asked. There's a good little segue. Thank you very much. Break 1 sold. We're gonna break that tomorrow. So hopefully we hit something big and we can pop that up on the channel. But we've just got in the Inferno X Japanese boxes, and that's obviously chasing the big Charizard card. It's absolutely going gangbusters at the moment, and
break 2 and 3 will be listed straight after this podcast.
Correct.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So we'll list them up. So if you want to get on there, make sure you go follow us in the breaks group. You can also follow our double coverage breaks page. That's in the description as well. You'll find that there. Both, it will be posted on both of those. Whatever platform you use, if you use Instagram or you use Facebook, be good just to jump into the group. We also invite people that are in the group. If you want to post cards in there for sale in the group, it's more than welcome.
That's right.
It's not just for us to post breaks. Yes, it is for us to post breaks, but we'd love for you to post your cards in there to sell and other things as well.
Global as well. Global, feel free if you want your repacks to be posted in there, just send it through. Saucy and I just need to approve the post, but we're not like other groups. We're happy to promote everyone in the hobby as well. So feel free if you want to put something together, we'll happily share it for you, mate. So not an issue at all.
That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you all, and yeah, we look forward to obviously bringing more content next week and hopefully more breaks.
Well, the fun thing with the breaks between you and I, like you ripped the personal last week, we've actually got our break sold out, so you're going to see so much more content like from us just through that.
We wanted also part of the goal.
Yeah, we wanted to push it.
Card content and more card things out there, and we'd love to break boxes. It's fun, part of the hobby. Even I, get itchy fingers. I bought all the Pokemon boxes for breaks, and I couldn't help myself. I had to break one. I had to break one.
You gotta break one. You can't not. But I'm telling you, we love hitting big cards. But if we hit tomorrow night some big cards we've got Vinny, who's always in the chat here. We've got Frank, who's in the chat here. We've got Adam, who's always in the chat here. They're the 3 that have bought every spot. They're in. And if we hit a big card for them, Source, the G up. I'll be so happy for them.
Nothing but joy to obviously hit something big for one of the double coverage family.
So happy. I feel it. There's a gold coming, Source. There's a gold card coming. Yeah. So stay tuned.
There's just a couple of nice big hits in there as well. As I said, the Dragon spot in Mega Evolution's underrated, Doma. You got the Latias. You got the Latias in there that is a big card. So
there you go. Global. I bought 50 packs of AFL cards for $100 on special from Target. Which AFL cards were they?
They were probably this year's.
Select or Team Coach. There you go. That is a bargain, Source, because there's some nice cards you can hit in the AFL. Not for anything, for $100, 50 packs.
$2
In terms of the hit rate, you're more than likely going to hit some stuff to make your money back if you're willing to sell it.
Footy stars,
that's
go.
good.
Go check your local Target, Global says, to see if they've got your footy stars on discount for $2 a pack. Usually $3.99, half price, if you don't mind.
That's pretty good. I might even go check that out just for a fun rip. So, can sell some singles. That's what we do. Always thinking. All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, keep living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Don with the Great Man Sources, double coverage. We love bringing the show to you. Peace out. Until next week.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports, double curve.